Hey everyone, XVS here, back again with another guide. This is my first episode on how to play AP carries, and today we'll be reviewing Evelynn. To start off, let's talk about her spells. First off, her passive, Shadow Walk. Pretty much this is a stealth that she gains when she is out of combat, and she can only be seen when she's near champions or if she walks by a pink ward. While she's stealth, she also regenerates mana. Onto her Q right now, her main spell, the one that you'll be maxing out. She fires a line of spikes through an enemy, dealing damage to all enemies in its path. So you want to try and line this up with enemy champions and minions in the lane, or any creeps, whatever you can line it up with. Onto her W right now, Dark Frenzy. Her passive of the spell is that her movement speed will be increased when she hits a spell on a champion, may it be her E or her Q, or even her R. And she will also break free of any slows affecting her, and she'll gain movement speed when this spell is activated. Onto her E right now, Ravage. She slashes her target twice, she'll deal damage with each hit, and she gains attack speed for a short duration. You want to use this when you're pushing towers, and you also want to use this as the first spell when you're engaging on an enemy. It doesn't deal so much damage because you're going to be playing Evelynn as AP, but it's a great idea to level this at level 2. Now onto her ultimate, Agony's Embrace. This is pretty much an area of effect spell, AoE, and if you hit an enemy with it, you'll be shielded. And the more champions that you hit, the bigger your shield will be, making you extremely beefy in team fights if you're able to get it off on several champions. Now for her masteries. You want to build full AP, just get some stuff in for the Ignite Mastery, CDR, Magic Penetration, everything you can. And you also want to get 9 points in utility after you get those 21 in offense, so you can get the increased movement speed and the increased buff duration. Now onto the runes. You're going to be wanting to get the Magic Pen Marks, Health per level seals, and also Glyphs of Force, which are ability power per level, and your ability power quintessences. Now for the items, I'll talk about those in the part where you'll see me play. And if you'd like a more written, version and a more detailed version of this guide, please check out my guide on solo mid. I'll put a link in the description so you can go check that out. On to the gameplay now. Alright, so on to the gameplay right now. As you can see, I'm playing against a Twisted Fate mid, and before I explain the matchup, I'm just going to explain how you should be playing Evelynn. Evelynn in the jungle is usually AD, and she's been AD for quite a while now, since the nerfs and everything. But the new way of playing her is playing her AP. Now playing her AP, it's just so much burst damage you can do when you're playing her, and you can pretty much one-shot AD carries or AP carries, and her mobility is just insane, which pretty much gives you control over the entire game. Now you want to be looking for gank opportunities at all time. Like right now, I'm only level 5, but still the other team decides to dive my my teammate right here, my Graves. I decide, okay, easy kill down there, let me go pick that up. And so I'm just going to explain what items you should be building. First off, you want to start with some boots, boots 3 potions obviously, and then you want to move into a Cage's Lucky Pick and upgrade that to Deathfire Grasp as soon as possible. Once you have your Deathfire Grasp and your ultimate, you'll be able to one-shot people or get them down extremely low, so you can just finish them off with a few hits of your Hate Spike. Now after you get that, you either want to go with Boots of Mobility or Sorcerer's Boots, depending on what runes you have. Now you can either go AP Quints or movement speed Quints. They're both good. And if you're going with the AP Quints, you might as well get Boots of Mobility. If you're going with movement speed Quints, you might as well get Sorcerer's Shoes. So in lane, you just want to try and get as many hate spikes off as possible, but don't drain your mana. Just don't drain it too much. You obviously want to keep some for fights or anything like that, but try and line up your hate spikes with the enemy champion, and make sure that you use all of your ganking potential to its fullest. Like right now, just went down to the bot lane and I was able to pick up a kill, and also we just got Dragon there and I saved Graves' life by flashing in, taking the kill. Now as you can see, a pink ward just went off. That means I'm clear. I can go down there without anyone knowing. I think they may have seen me, that's why I started backing up, but you know, Leona just getting caught there and stunned. She wastes her flash. She probably shouldn't have done that. She was going to die regardless. Just keep chasing her. You're going to see that Taric exhausts her. It's pretty useless because I have so much movement speed from my W. And yeah, that was anyways, Leona ended up wasting their exhaust, so they're probably gonna win next fight because Graves is so ahead compared to Ezreal, and right here everyone gets juked out. But it's okay, we're still gonna go up there. I picked up the I kept my ultimate for that. There was no point in using it on Leona earlier because that was like a free kill. But yeah, so right now I'm just going through the interesting parts. I don't want to show you too much of the laning phase where I don't do anything. I really want to show you like what I'm doing. Now you always want to keep this worded because you can know when the jungler's doing the Wraith camp. And as you can see here, Shaco really low on mana, can't do anything to get away. That's a free kill for me. Some free buffs too if the jungler has buffs. It's really like important to keep that worded because you can see if their jungler's ganking, you know, if he's coming through mid or wherever. And right there, no point in me using my ultimate or my Deathfire Grasp because I know that he can just flash away. So I get him to waste his flash and he gets away. And now we fast forward onto another clip. I end up dying there, but I do get the kill on Shaco. Now once again, I'm coming back from base from that one death, and I see my team needs help up here. Now they may have died, and that's bad, but I come up there, I clean up everything, get a double kill, and that's really good for me because Evelynn is the kind of champion that snowballs. If you can't get kills on Evelynn, if you're just getting assists and you're not getting CS, trust me, you're going to be pretty useless unless you get one of those, you know, triple kills or quadruple kills or whatever. You're going to see right here, I'm focusing down the carries mainly, Twisted Fate and Ezreal, but you know, you can play Evelynn two ways. You can play her either as a peeler or you can play her as someone who bursts down. They're both extremely good. Depending if your AD carry is really fed, it may just be good to peel because your ultimate can slow and you can burst down pretty much anyone. It doesn't matter if you have like an Olaf on your AD carry, you can just burst him down. And just look at this. I may die here, but he ends up wasting his ignite and Twisted Fate. I mean, I don't know. I'd kind of rather have a fed Evelynn over a fed Twisted Fate. Because just of the damage I do, it's just gonna it's so much like deadlier than damage on a Twisted Fate. Right now here I get caught and it's pretty bad, but my team does make the best out of it. Luckily I had a good team and we were able to take advantage of the situation here. I think it ends up being a fair exchange. I'm not sure, we'll have to see what goes on. Our Graves, you know, using that cleanse out of the Twisted Fate stun, and this actually ends up being not that bad of an exchange. Could have went a lot better. I probably shouldn't have got caught there. I got too greedy on getting CS. It's also something that you have to keep in mind when you're playing Evelynn, is that CS is extremely important, but don't risk your life for it because if you ever get behind, you're going to be in big trouble. Anyways, I'm glad we had this ward. We were able to pick up an easy kill on Twisted Fate and an easy kill on the Yorick, and also get the blue buff, letting us giving us a chance to Baron. So make sure you always have their, you know, you want to have their blue warded or their red warded or whatever. Also have a timer up. You know, it's really important to keep that timer up. If you see that your mid is going to get the blue buff, writing down in chat TB, you know, whatever time it is, and it's gonna let you know the next time that you're gonna go get their blue buff. You can go get that, and you know, with your top lane or whatever. So. Now this game is really one of those games where it lasts so much longer than it should have lasted, and it's really like I don't know. You guys are gonna see what happens. It's really ridiculous, and this is a match at like 1900 ELO, and this stuff still happens. So you people down there who are like 1200, 1300, don't worry. This stuff happens everywhere. So as you can see right now, you know, they're pushing up into our base. They have the inhibitor, and one of the inhibitors, that is. And we're doing pretty bad right now. We barely have any of the towers. It was just a scene that I fast forwarded because this was just Chase City all day. But we were able to get the kill, and I was able to get the shutdown bonus. That's really good. But once again, as you can see, you know, Ezreal is dropping extremely low. My combo, DFG into ult, that's just all his HP. Whenever I see an Ezreal on the other team in champ select, I'm just like, oh my god, I want to play that at Evelynn. I'm just going to one-shot him. And you can predict when they're gonna jump away, and it's just like Evelynn is so good against an Ezreal. Okay, so right now we got way too cocky. We overextended way too much. We're in their base, and this is pretty much like a turnaround point in the game because they get like quite a few kills on us, and yeah. But you know, once again, fast forward this up and we're able to pick some people off. You know, that's really important when you're playing Evelynn. Your goal, you're gonna be making the plays. you have to like know when to go. You're gonna be the one. Okay, watch this very carefully. So I get exhausted, I disengage from the fight, and then everyone's grouped up. So what do? I go in there, ult, get a double kill, just finish off the people in there. So right now, getting the triple kill and the quadra kill. So that's what you have to do, okay? There's no point in just rushing in there and just getting beat to death. You're gonna try and bait some stuff on you. Chances are they will turn and focus you because you are extremely fed and you are extremely squishy too. If they don't take care of you, their team is just gonna die. That's what happens. So if you play smart and you have good positioning, they are gonna be in huge trouble. If you're able to disengage from fights, you're gonna be an extremely good Evelynn, and you need to know when to engage too. Right now I'm using my ultimate just to peel. See, they're so slowed right now. They just stop chasing my jacks. There's no point because I'm there. We can probably 2v3 them. I mean, we probably should have went in there, but it was probably better just to disengage there. And right here my turret gets caught and we're gonna be in quite a bit of trouble. TF with an extremely weird ult. I don't know what that was about, but he's trying to burst me down. Right now I just decided, I'm way too low to go in there. I'm gonna get just focused down and die, but I do end up flashing over the wall, getting a kill, and then I get focused down, so that probably wasn't the best idea. And on to the next fight, just me picking off the Twisted Fate. That's what you gotta do. Twisted Fate probably could have gotten away if he had ulted, but oh well. It's just fast forwarding through the boring parts where nothing's going on. Here I chased Ezreal way too much because he could just flash over a wall or arcane shift, so there's no point in me doing that. But anyways, right here, just picking off the last people and bursting them down. Look at the damage I do, even to a tanky person like Leona. It's just she doesn't like. It's just so easy to burst her down. At this point in the game, I probably could have changed my boost of mobility to sorcerer shoes, but I figured it was a good idea to keep them just so I could try and catch people as much as possible. And once again here, I'm about to go in, and I predict that Leona's gonna be able to ult on me, and obviously she does. Excuse me. And right now it looks like this looks really bad for us. It's 2v5, like 2 of our towers down. They're gonna get 2 free inhibitors. So Graves and I are the only people up, and this looks like the end for us. Even with the score of 38 to 51, and my score being 26, 7, and 12, we're just like about to give up. And at this point, if this wasn't a ranked, I would have given up. But just look at what happens. This is going to show off the damage that Evelynn can do. You'd see their 80 carry there down to half HP within one burst sequence. It's really crazy. Shaco dies, and this is really where Graves and I have to make the plays. Twisted Fate is just getting our tower down right here, Probably should have went for Twisted Fate, who TP'd away. He had no HP. And right now, chasing is absolutely... It was just a terrible idea. But Graves does end up picking up one of those kills, and we end up 2-manning the Baron. So that's a huge point in the game right there, because we could have lost that so easily. It would have been extremely frustrating, because just look at the scores right now. Me being 28 and 7, I would have been extremely pissed if I had lost that. There's just some teams that you can't carry. Anyways, once again, you just gotta catch those people. If you catch people, if you like make the good plays, you're really gonna be able to win the game on your own. If you're just warding is extremely important when you're playing Evelynn. It's gonna, I'm just looking at the fights right now. We're going B because Shaco is backdooring our Nexus right now, and Ezreal gets a great ultimate off, canceling like most of our recalls. But luckily Graves is at base to be able to defend that Shaco. I think this is one of the final fights of the game. This is really... see, Twisted Fate tries to TP away, and my burst is just too big. I probably should have went there because the Ezreal was there, so I do decide to flash away from that fight, and I do re-engage after that. Graves and I are just pretty much winning this game on our own, and luckily I had Graves because I wouldn't have won this game. I think this is the final push. So yeah, if you guys want a more detailed version again, a written version of this guide, make sure you do check out my guide on solo mid on how to play Evelynn. I will link it in the description, and you can go check that out, drop a like or something. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, a comment, favorite, subscribe, whatever you want. Just yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.